Hello, this is Dreams with Jam. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be doing a tour of Merida's home and a mini Scotland that I did in the Fallen Fortress area of the Ever After on Storybook Vale. If you like this video, please drop a like at the end. I would super duper appreciate that. Takes just a second, or better yet, you could hit that subscribe button and get notified of new content. So let's get started. Just as a note, I didn't do this as a speed build because after the update that we just got with Sally and the floating islands, etc., PlayStation has been having a little bit of a save issue. Like once in a while, you'll go to the menu and look at the save and it says, saved, the last save like 170 minutes ago. So yeah, I completely lost the build that I originally did. This is actually the second build, which turns out I actually liked better, but I was irritated and didn't film it. I thought, nope, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm not going to film it. I'm just going to do a tour because I was irritated. So we're just going to do this tour, Merida and I hope you enjoy. So let's move on to the tour. This is the entrance coming off the wild woods. We're going to start here. I absolutely love these rose-covered walls. They are the best thing ever. I used a combination of trees from the valley and the Ever After. So you'll see the green pops here and there with that bluish purple and that kind of teal blue. The one thing about these walls is it allows you to do these really pretty curved paths. And I used the leaf-strewn path. I figured that, that gave me the Scotland kind of look that I was looking for, that wild kind of wooded, if you've seen, this is our chicken coop, which you've probably seen many versions of this online. It's kind of a fun thing to do now with the snippets, and I absolutely adore it. No, I was going to say, I wanted to do, if you've seen the film, it takes place, her home is very wooded and there's a fallen castle, etc. So I used that as my jumping off point and kind of went from there. This is in the back side, the side of her house here. I did this just little farm, figuring, their needs will be met by their own farm as it would have been back then. And here's our little outdoor restroom. Oh, looks like we're interrupting Ursula getting ready for a bath, maybe, or just standing and reading in the bathroom. And just a funny note, I added these books here by the outhouse because if you know anything about history, is that they actually did use book pages that they've read or documents to use in the restroom for their necessities. So I just thought that was a funny little historical touch here. And my grandma used to joke every time somebody went in the bathroom, she'd say, "Do you need a magazine to go with you?" And we would, "No, Grandma, I'm fine." So yeah, it gives me a little chuckle to see the books there by the outhouse. Okay, so headed back here, we have Lady Tremaine's house I used to make a kind of just a little neighbor's house for Merida, part of the town. Here's a little veggie stall and market. And then we have the outdoor section here for the Snuggly Duckling. And I actually got this idea from watching Suro's video, which I will link in the description below. He did a build with his tavern in the bind using these tavern pieces that you get from Flynn's questing and friendship rewards. And I really liked how it looked, so I copied it here in my Scotland build. So it's a very cottagecore area, very forested, using the barrels, different bushes, the mushrooms, which glow gorgeous at night, dropping, the butterfly flowers, that purple matches those walls really pretty, and the rose bushes that naturally occur in the area. I, strategically placed here and there. And then I also you'll see I dropped a bunch of pine cones from the bind up in here too. Okay, so then this path here leads back into the Fallen Fortress. And just a quick note here, if you drop the rocks throughout this grass, grass actually doesn't mat down and make the path. But if you place these petals underneath the rocks in kind of make a pathway with it flattens it down and makes just a really pretty walkway, but it flattens all that high grass down as well, so it doesn't hide your rocks. Okay, and then off here to the right, this is a little special place I made for the well. I like to have my wells kind of have their own moment. And then off here to the left is one of my favorite pieces. I wanted to make the standing stones. Didn't want it to look like Stonehenge, but I wanted them to look very much like a modern witch. You know, like if you've seen Outlander, the standing stones or the singing stones have a special place and of honor, you know, in that show itself and in the books. So I wanted it to have this mystical, magical kind of quality. So you can see here, I did a little stone in the center. I used the sword and the stone piece, which is a piece that you get from the fragments of Eternity Isle. And then I filled in layer upon layer with bushes, mushrooms, different trees, etc., to make this kind of a layered look and very hidden, very, its own thing, with the fire pots from Beauty and the Beast in between every other stone. And I just think it's just super magical in the evening. Gorgeous. Where I place the stones in this area, it's all purple grass underneath as well and kind of its own circle. So it worked out really, really pretty. And then I used the two ancient pillars on either side to go down into the next area. So the ancient pillars come from Eternity Isle, and I framed this exit with those two pillars, just kind of amping up that ancient aesthetic that the standing stones give as well. Okay, calm down, beast. Let's head into the Snuggly Duckling and we'll wrap up this video. I think I really enjoy how this ended up. I really do get that kind of Scottish feel to this. It'd be nice if we get some more of those house skins that kind of go with Merida's house or Flynn or Gaston, etc., which I actually have most of that in my bind, but it'd be nice to get a couple new house skins to add in here, and all I have to do is maybe strategically remove some trees or something like that. But thank you so much for joining me today. I had fun, and I hope you got some inspiration from this build, so thank you for watching, and keep on dreaming.